Hey fam bam! Welcome back to our channel. You know how long I've been waiting to say this? It's been so long.
Dise has been waiting so long to say this, but
so get disclaimer.
Like a disclaimer.
I've been wanting to say that and coming back, but
sorry fam. Welcome back to our channel. It's so good to be back. We miss you so much. We hope that you guys are well. And hopefully we see you actually catching up on our old content.
And that's the beauty about it, right?
And you guys saying that you miss us, and thank you, for still being part of our family. We appreciate you.
We really do. And I know we left you guys on a cliffhanger because we were in Bali, and then it was like halfway through it, and then we just never delivered on the final half of Bali. But
guys,
maybe that's a way to just give you guys an update on our lives. I think we should just kick it off right there.
Fam, literally,
that was a disaster.
Literally ever since November.
Yeah.
Is it November?
Yeah, November 2024.
November, everything was just
yeah, it went down.
Literally, that's just how the best way I can describe it. Like everything was just. It's even so funny, when you look back and you're like, I can't believe it. I was in the trenches.
Yeah,
that's how it feels like.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
Life was lifing, guys. Life is lifing, and I think as content creators, we expect to be on the go every single time and be on, but life happens, and we thank you that you are understanding that, we're also people and that are living life.
Yep.
And when life happens, unfortunately, we disappear. But we always come back. That's one thing about us. You can always, unless we will say, "Hore, guys, this is the final. We are done with social media. We are no longer doing it."
Yeah.
Then you must know that I hope I delay.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Until then, we're here to
until the next video or vlog. Literally, until the next video or vlog is whenever the next video or vlog is, whether it's within a year or within 12 years.
Yeah.
Imagine coming back to YouTube after 12 years.
Yeah, no, that's kind of like awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly by, fam. I don't think they'll stay that long.
You don't?
Would you? I think they would. I think you guys would. But yeah,
I still love my people, the people that I watch. So I will always come back.
Yeah, fair enough. But how's it been? Let's just give an update. Like we're saying, okay, let's just get rid of Bali. Bali, like I said, was a disaster. Unfortunately, things didn't work out the way we wanted them to. We even got notes down here so we don't lose track of what we're saying and what we need to share with you guys.
Stay on track.
Yeah, and pretty much stay on track. Yeah, Bali just didn't work out quite well. Let me just say, we fell very, very ill. Or Rego fell very, very, very ill. And that spoiled the whole trip. Like the rest of the trip was just, that's bad.
Yo, fam.
Remember that. And I'm taking you back into that trip, but
So basically we went to Bali. The second half of Bali is that we ended up checking in at Club Med Bali.
Yes.
Which was very nice, a very nice resort. So we got booked an excursion to go to taste the luwak coffee. I don't know if you've ever been to Bali and you taste the luwak coffee. So the thing is that Dise and I, when we travel, we do usually watch videos of the places that we go to, right? This time around,
just so that we can be acquainted as to what to expect, how to pack, what to avoid.
Yes, and that is the reason why we also vlog our travels, so that you guys can get more information about what to expect when you go to that destination.
Yeah.
So the problem is we didn't do that. For this trip. We were not expecting to go on this trip. It was a literally unexpected trip. So we didn't have the time or the luxury to watch and fantasize or get all the information about Bali. So the key thing is, do not drink the water in Bali. Do not drink the ice. We've been to Thailand, but I guess we were expecting the same level of experience from Thailand, that Bali was like, we've been in that sort of kind of area, so it's fine, we understand. No, Kanti, don't drink the coffee, don't drink the water, basically. Have bottled water or sparkling bottled water. And we didn't know, so we went for an excursion that was booked for us to go on to. And the excursion was to taste coffee. We are coffee lovers, we love coffee. So we're like, sure thing, we're gonna taste coffee. So when we got there, I don't know why it didn't. I mean, like, Konali didn't see like flies.
Yeah,
like a lot of
it was
flies
bad.
and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this was after we went to the rice fields. So that was fun. At least we did the rice field.
Yes.
You did that swing that
The
everybody
swing
does.
that everybody does, and then
Yeah.
they make you dress into like a.
That I don't know
The
what you call
cloth-
it. The
the
cloth
dress.
thingy. Yeah, that was fun. But yes,
Those people know how to take videos, guys. They are good. Like they are Instagram ready.
brilliant. Yes, then we headed off to the Luwak coffee tasting,
Yes,
and
so-
that was the
Yeah, so we tasted
the
like there was
flies.
like 14 coffees that we could taste, but the main coffee is called the Luwak coffee, and so
Yeah.
if you Google Luwak coffee, you'll know what it is. Basically,
There's this animal that's there.
it's coffee beans
Yes.
that were ingested, eaten by a cat. I know it
Yeah.
sounds horrible, but it's a type of cat, not an actual cat, but a type of cat. And it eats it, and then it's sort of like in the tummy, it fermentates it or something like
Yes.
that, and then it
And
cooks
then-
it out.
yes.
So obviously they clean out those beans because obviously those beans were not digested,
Yes.
and then then those beans become the coffee.
The
so
coffee,
it's a delicacy, and
Yeah.
apparently it's the most expensive. Is it
coffee. Yeah, that's what they say.
The most expensive
Yeah.
coffee in the thing.
Yeah, a delicacy.
A delicacy,
and a quiet
quiet
taste, of
taste.
course.
But because
So
Rachel Dise ba
as
rata
coffee
dijo.
lovers, no, but as coffee lovers, we just thought, let's taste this thing. And
No,
when we're here.
true.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when you are,
Biggest
what is the saying? What does the saying go?
What is it?
When you in, do what the
Romans do.
yeah. When you're in Rome, do what the Romans do,
yeah.
basically. So we did what the
The Balinese
do. We
in
drank
Bali.
their coffee.
Mm.
Later that day, we were driving. So our accommodation was so far away from this excursion.
Yes.
So on the drive back, and because there's traffic on the drive back,
Yeah.
I told this, I'm like, my stomach
doing
is sore.
well.
And then after that, when we got there, they were celebrating Khosi's birthday, so it was still Khosi's birthday month. So the chef, the manager, who's
yeah.
actually South African, made a plan to celebrate Khosi's birthday.
Yeah,
So they
it's
brought
nice.
cake,
Very
and it was
kind of
very
them.
nice. It was really good celebration. So the cake was made, I can't remember what the cake was made out of. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
I'm gonna start feeling sick now.
Yeah, because now later that night,
Mm.
later that night, guys.
Later that night, it was literally the pits, to the point where, fam, can I be candid here?
No.
Okay, I won't be super candid, but like,
No, babe.
fam will get the gist of it, right?
What's that like? We got sick.
We got sick, we were
Got
bedridden.
sick, we were
bedridden. We couldn't leave the room because the room had a bathroom and it was close by, so we needed to be close to the bathroom. And it was so bad that later that night, we had no appetite. It was like diarrhea on steroids. It was literally the Bali belly. That's it,
Literally,
guys.
we
I'm
had
sure you guys have guessed
Bali
that already.
belly. So if you
It
want
was
to Google
belly.
Bali belly, what Bali belly is, we
It
had
was that full force.
And we had it for about 3 days or 4
Yeah.
days. We did not have a holiday. The rest of our holiday literally was in bed.
Yeah, in our
and
room.
I felt so sad because Khosi, thank God, Khosi did not get sick. That's number one. But he literally slept with us the whole time. He literally fell asleep. He would wake up, then fall asleep. And thank God, Khosi, I gave him, I brought him, babitang, Woolies packers, Woolies food. So
Oh,
he was
yes.
fine.
So he wasn't eating
when you're
any
traveling
of
with a
those
baby,
foods, yeah.
obviously these kind of different countries, you make sure that he's well
100%,
prepared and he's got
100%,
food.
yeah.
Don't now give the child whatever the food there's going to be,
Yes,
and make sure you've got
yes.
probiotics. So this trip we didn't take, for some reason, Dise and I didn't take probiotics. We usually do take probiotics, but
Yeah.
we didn't. But anyway, we got sick, fam. We
And
ended
the
up
nurse
calling a
came.
nurse
Yeah.
in the middle of the night. The nurse came and she gave us some medication. We drank electrolytes, but then we ended up actually going to the hospital in Bali.
No, first the doctor. Then the doctor.
We said no, go to the
guys,
hospital.
you need to go to hospital, which was nearby. Thank God.
Thank God.
For this resort that
Yeah.
has a hospital very close by.
Yeah.
So we got admitted, and there we are, guys. Like, imagine you're on holiday and now you're dealing with medical fees and
that's why you get travel insurance, fam.
Yeah, from
so that
your
you are
medical aid,
well prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Anything. So Bali was a disaster.
it was a disaster. But we salvaged maybe the last day or two.
The last day, literally the last day, fam.
Yeah,
One
we
last
good.
full day.
Yeah.
No, I was still
Okay,
a bit.
you were still like, yeah,
But
15.
literally, we just did as best, whatever we could do. We finally got into the pool with Horsey. We finally went to the beach. Like, that last day was the only day that was nice, literally. But we couldn't wait to get back home.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, that pretty much.
That was Bali, guys.
That pretty much was Bali, fam. Yeah.
Sorry we didn't.
I can't wait to go back. I can wait, but when I do go back, I'm really hoping that we could get a really better experience of Bali.
We will. I think we'll wait for
Josie to be a little bit
older. And his whatever siblings, whatever God gives.
And we'll go back and
we'll go back.
Yeah, one day.
That was
But
Bali.
yeah, fam, that was Bali.
Yeah.
It's actually more dramatic than that, but we made it we explained it as best as we could.
Yeah.
Without being too dramatic about it. But yeah.
We've found our feet. Reshapo, Josie is growing and we're loving it. It's, such a blessing.
It is really a blessing. I thank God for it. Guys, being a parent is amazing. I always say to you,
I don't know.
But I loved it, fam. So yeah, that was 2024. But before 2024 ended, what happened?
I'm like, what happened? You're gonna surprise me.
Before 2024 ended, I got a job. Praise the Lord Jesus. So fam, I am back in full force. Back to it's not my first love, but
yeah, it kind of is.
I don't want to make you feel bad that it's my first love.
It's okay, it's fine. I understand. Professional love.
Yes, my first actually it is.
Professional
It
love.
is my first professional love.
Above the content.
Above the content, I am back to my first professional love, which is flying, being a pilot. So thank God, I got the job before. I got the job in November. So obviously started only in December. So when we came back from Bali, I immediately went into training, which was
simulators.
Not simulator yet. It was first
you were ground
school learning and stuff. So that was a lot already. So then we took Christmas, we took a quick trip to Cape Town just for a little break because we felt like we needed a vacation from the vacation.
The truth behind that is that we're supposed to go elsewhere.
Yes.
A snowy white Christmas, my childhood dream.
Yes.
But it got all disrupted
Guys.
because of this beautiful blessing. But it's okay. It's worth it.
We literally were so ready to go for a white Christmas and then bam. This is the second time we planned this trip, this white Christmas.
Maybe we're not meant to be in the snow. Maybe, no.
God knows that I'm actually quite scared of being extremely cold. So I guess, but yeah, shame. I'm so sorry, my baby.
It's fine, we'll go again.
Same. My husband really wants to be on this trip. But one day we'll go. So it got disrupted. So instead of going there, obviously, we quickly then went to Cape Town for a few days, I think 4 days.
Yeah.
Just to rest, especially from the Bali trip. That was a bit hectic for us.
Yeah.
So we got to go to Cape Town, which was nice. And then we came back and then January. And then I'm now full force in simulator. So now we go back a little bit. We go to the fact that we then had to change nannies.
Nanny drama.
So we... So I don't know how you want to explain this.
I don't know, because now I understand. Like thinking about it, it's just so depressing and stressing.
Yeah.
And everything because.
Yeah, it's been a lot, fam, for us. I think that's where all the troubles started. Because we changed to nannies, and then we got a new nanny by an agency, and then that new nanny only could start in January and not in December. So already December was tough because now Dise had to take care of Josie and had to juggle that while I'm busy at work, had to be at work. So while everybody was vacationing, I was busy studying.
And I was just being super dad.
And Dise was being super dad, fam. He was phenomenal.
It was fun.
And then, so now this nanny finally started in January. So the criteria when we look for a nanny is that our child was growing. He was over 1. So I didn't want a nanny that was just just someone who would take care of my son. I wanted someone who would be able to help him grow, help him develop, go through his milestones. And that's very important for me when I'm looking for a nanny. I need the nanny to be a little bit more interactive with my child. So whether it be singing songs, to know how to sing songs, know how to read, know how to sleep train, because that was the other thing. We were trying to sleep train Hosi. He was still sleeping in our room at that time, and in our room, but he had his cot next to me, next to my...
but then he moved to the cot, yes.
The cot.
Then cot, yeah.
Yes, because he was now taller. So then we put his actual cot in next to my bed, because now that was transitioning. But now the problem is that when January started and we got this new nanny finally, I would then have to go to simulator, and sometimes my sims would be at night. So meaning that I'd have to either come back late or go late. So therefore I would either disturb him when I have to wake up or something like that. So then it wasn't helping with his sleep training. So we then would have to now transition him to his own bedroom. So that was also a mission on its own, because then he would be like, what do you mean I'm by myself in my room? Like, hello, like, come get me type of thing. So then he would get him, and then when he's now in the bed, the problem is that he's still breastfeeding, and then he would then want the boob. Guys, it's hectic.
It was a lot, but yeah. So in came the nanny.
Yes.
And we didn't move, baby. We didn't move Jose to the room, did we?
We tried.
But then he came back.
He kept coming in and out.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we weren't successful with sleep training.
Excuse me.
You over there.
Thank you.
We weren't successful with the sleep training initially, but it was, it was just a huge challenge. But we navigated through, Rego sneaking out of bed, and taking a bath, and getting out, studying. A huge challenge, fam, which I know obviously it's in the background and you wouldn't have known all of this. So that's also owes to the part where we are not as active as we would have loved to be. But anyway, we had to get rid of that nanny eventually. Unfortunately, things didn't work out with that nanny.
Yeah, I felt like she was not... when you want someone to take care of your child, you do expect them to have some sort of love towards them. Unfortunately, some people, they come for just the job. And I think that was the unfortunate part about it, is that I felt like she was there for the paycheck. And I felt like, although, like I said, I wanted certain qualities, I feel like those qualities weren't shown. So I didn't see, the reading. I didn't see the qualities that I needed were not shown. So therefore, I was like, okay, no, we need to let you go because of these points.
And the lack of care as well. I just think the lack of care, safeguarding the baby, our son, making sure that he's, that he's just safe.
Yeah.
I feel like she was a little bit reckless, but anyway.
So of course that unfortunately left her upset, and I don't know where to start now with that one. Yeah,
because she was very sour about having been with us for a couple of months. Really.
Not even a month.
No, not even. Yeah,
a month.
About a month. And we're like, we're done with you. And obviously that left that nanny very upset. Like, oh, how can you just get rid of me so soon? And surely it's something I can learn or unlearn, whatever it may be that's wrong. And we said, no, we're done with you. So it didn't end well, It just didn't end
It just didn't end
well. Guys,
well,
it was messy.
It was so hard for me to
trust again.
Yeah, to trust.
Someone, a stranger, to take care of your son.
But then, by the grace of God, we found a new nanny again. But in that interim, before I go to the new nanny, then all hell broke loose. If you have not seen it, there is someone on, especially...
Oh, yeah. The scam
a scam, fam.
The scam that's going around, that's been doing the rounds ever since then, and I just don't know if it's linked to that nanny. Maybe,
We don't know
maybe
if it's
not.
linked,
But we want to let you guys know, so this is also just like a scam alert for you guys, that there's this scammer by the name of Naomi Dlamini, who's been posing as Rego. So the profile picture will be Rego's photos. There's also photos of me and Khosi as well. Very, very scary stuff. But they just pretending, this person's pretending to be Rego, and by the name of Naomi Dlamini. It's on Telegram, and she's scamming people. They,
on Facebook
let's say
as well.
they, because
Making
we know
ads.
it's not a female. Yeah, they're making ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. And they're also moving it to WhatsApp as well. The person or people will give you the numbers to the WhatsApp, and they'll chat, and they'll just scam you of your money. So please, fam,
Be aware.
public service announcement, like please, this is a scam alert. Do not fall for it, guys.
Yeah.
Just warn your friends, your family, everybody. It's not us, it's not Rego. We do not invest, we do not promote investments. That's not our profession, that's not what we do, us. Yeah.
If you do see that scam, please report it. If it's on Facebook, report it on Facebook. If it's on Telegram, report it on Telegram. If they give you a banking detail, report to the bank, that specific bank, whatever bank that it may be, Capitex, Standard Bank, whatever bank. Just go to them and be like, this person, this banking detail is scamming people of their money. So just do that. Make sure that you let other people know to not fall into the scam, fam. Yeah. So at church we started doing like maybe some dinner nights.
Yeah.
And it's so good to just be surrounded by people of faith and people that will pray over you. People that will, like, I am so grateful for people that pray, that people that will just uplift you in the spirit, and that will just help you to get back on track. Because sometimes when life goes south, you feel like God is not there for you, but He is always there for you. You just need to always just speak to Him and just be like, Lord, I'm weak now, but please make me strong. And He says that, cast your burdens onto me and do that. I literally kept saying that, Lord, I'm casting my burdens onto you. Like, I'm so tired. Lord, please help me. He literally just and He does. And that's I think the encouragement that I want to give, that no matter what you're going through, it does feel a little bit dark, but like, find peace in God and find, restoration in Christ, because He is always there for you. Never think that He has neglected you. The enemy literally does come to steal, kill and destroy, fam. But
your peace, your love, your family, your everything.
But God is seated on the throne, and always remember that. Always remember who lives in you. It's the Holy Spirit. Christ lives in you. You are the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. And always say that. Always remember that. But community is also good. Community is
excellent.
good.
Can't do this
You
thing
can't
alone.
do
You
this
can't
by
walk
yourself.
us, walk alone.
You can't be like, I'm strong, I can do this.
I pray at home, I don't go to church,
I don't
I'm
go to
fine by
church, I'm
myself.
fine.
I've been burnt by church. People burn you, but trust me, Christ will never leave you, don't forsake you. So,
but anyway, I was going on a tangent.
Yeah, man, we're preaching. It's turned into a sermon right now.
And this was not in the notes.
You see, when the Holy Spirit takes over, just be a vessel and let Him use you.
May is always a good month, guys.
May is a blessed month. You know why? You know why? Two of my most precious queens, the queens of my life, are born in that month. It's a special month, with Rego and my mom. I love May. It's so special.
I love May.
Yeah.
So then we booked a holiday. Actually, if you remember, we won a competition with Flight Center. So we ended up booking then, because we had a limited time that we had to book for. So we ended up booking for May, end of May. Guys, I'm still in training in this.
But you managed to get leave.
But I sort of somehow managed to get leave.
Grace, favor.
Fam. So my point is that, so with our holidays, Dise we always pick, if it's 2 weeks, Dise picks the first week, I always pick the second week.
So 2 destinations.
2 destinations. Not necessarily 2 destinations, but So Dise was like, I want to go to London. I was like, what?
Yeah,
London?
The UK. I've never been to the UK.
I was just like, why
not?
do you want to go to London?
Because my favorite team is from London.
And I'm just like,
Arsenal.
Always following Dise and his teams. First it was Real Madrid in Spain.
Baby,
and
it's
that was his birthday, and now we're going to London for Arsenal. I'm like, what? Guys, I've been in this relationship for 14 years. I'm still getting used to the fact that I'm married to someone who loves soccer.
Like, my man, it's not by choice for you.
Like, I'm there. There's days where I'm there. There's days I'm like,
it's not by choice. You know, the Bible is very clear. You know, wives, submit to your husbands. So, take a submission. You support the teams your husband supports.
I don't have a choice. Do I have a choice? I don't have a choice. But anyway, I was saying that Dise then has to submit to whatever I like, so he has to submit to aviation. So anyway, so we planned the trip. The first drama, and we're still in the drama section of our life. So we knew, so the UK was the choice. The second choice was actually France. We were going to France, to Paris, to Nice, and then we were going to go to Paris because I just love Paris.
You love Paris.
I love Paris.
You just wanted to go back. Why not? Oui.
So what does that mean? It means we have to apply for visas.
Fam, visa. Guys, to those who've traveled and are traveling, you will know visas, fam.
Sure, fam.
Visa applications.
Okay, so basically, because I am a bit, what could you say? I'm not controlling.
No.
I like doing things myself.
That control.
I like doing things myself. It's not control. It's just I like to do things myself. I've applied by myself a Schengen visa before. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna apply.
Hold it down.
Yes, I'm gonna hold it down.
It's fine. You're the Minister of Administration, Mohai. Do it.
So I'm gonna apply for us. You know, the UK visa. I'll supply everything. You know. So fine, I did all of that. I got all the documents and stuff like that. So fine, we finally get to the visa. We get an appointment. We go for the visa appointment sharp. The facilities are nice. They're very nice, very professional. Alice. So the problem is if you have documents missing, they will tell you must pay extra.
They will flag that.
So my suggestion is that if you have those extra pennies, if you don't want to be, if you can let go of those extra pennies, let them check your documents. I did not do that. I was like, I got this. I got all the documents. Fine. Anyway, so then they said no. So a few weeks later. So, okay, wait, guys, sorry. The problem is that when we applied was actually in the beginning of April, but because April has so many holidays, there was interruptions with our applications because the processing time they count working business days. So the problem was that the interruptions. So we would have gotten our visa a bit earlier, or if there was documents missing, they would have told us a little bit earlier. But because of those holidays they had to pass, there was a delay. And mind you, now we had a second appointment with the France visa that we had booked. But now our passports were handed in. So again, lessons learned is that if you are going to apply for two separate visas from two separate locations, you need to ask the first location that can you keep your passport so that you can apply for the second one.
Yeah, so just inform them that you're also going to apply for another visa.
Because you're going to a second destination that requires a visa.
And of course, the time between you getting your application and the actual date of your departure.
Yes.
Because it was so close.
Yes.
You need to inform them. Yeah.
Our flight was only on the 15th of May. We applied in the beginning of April. If there wasn't those interruptions, we would have been good. We would have been good. But unfortunately not. And obviously documents missing, so we had to still wait for them to tell us which documents, and then we still need to get those documents.
And the visa back.
So yeah, and the passport back, you mean?
The
passport.
Yeah, thank you.
So the date came for our France visa, but then we didn't have our passports, and then we had to cancel that appointment.
Meaning France, another question.
France.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, France. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. You.
Sadly so.
Yeah.
So then we were like, okay, I still have leave, so you know what? Let's just go to Mauritius for the second part of the trip because it doesn't require a visa.
Because Rego doesn't want to extend UK London. Anyway, it's fine. Yes.
Do you want to spend pounds?
Yeah.
It's already pound.
Ke re ja breakfast and then wa phaka breakfast itla last for lunch. Dinner re shapa, we pay for one meal and then we share it. Like wa fast. Yeah, fast.
For 2 weeks. 40 days.
40 days.
40
Christ
nights.
did 40 days. When I hlolwa ke 2 weeks.
And then Khosi and Najang.
I can analyze dijo tsa gae.
Okay, sure.
Anyway, so
Okay, guys, so
I digress. we ended up planning for Mauritius as our second destination. No
it didn't need a
visas,
visa because we didn't have time to apply for the visa. But Khosi's visa, so our visas then got approved.
Yes, thank God.
And then Khosi's one was not. Was it not?
And it wasn't our fault, fam.
It wasn't our fault, and that was
made
the
a mistake
frustrating part.
in his internal
They spelled his
misspelled
his surname.
our surname.
They misspelled
How?
it. Like, I'm just like, but like, and the things that
So yeah. But it's fine, love. I guess
it was crazy because I got so anxious because I'm just like, his visa is not his visa, and we're getting close to the date.
Yeah, and this may not happen. This
trip may not happen. God, is this a sign that we're not supposed to go on this trip? What's going on?
Le kwa ko petani o le kae tlohelang go fofa overseas. Local is lekker, let's say, huh?
Local is lekker.
It is lekker, but
so, but anyway, literally, is it a day?
Yeah, the day.
Day
before.
Day
Day before flight.
Ma'am,
Come collect
your passport.
Yes, really. Sure.
Thank the Lord we got Khosi's passport. So we got Khosi's passport, and then
happiness.
Yeah, happiness. We are ready. I know we're ready. We're like, okay, we're finally going. Did we pack our bags in time? No.
For who? For what? Come on.
So we spent the whole night packing again. But our flight was only the following night anyway, so we still had another full day. Before the flight.
Yeah.
So now another drama. We finally get to the airport. So Dise and I always get to the airport really early because we just want to relax, guys.
Yeah, in the lounge and just chill.
Like, I don't know, stress.
Patient.
When it comes to traveling, we just want to relax. We get there early. But now we are flying with, what are we flying with?
What is that airline? It's a Dutch, Netherlands.
KLM.
KLM, that's it, KLM.
So, unfortunately, we were on standby tickets. So this is the first time experiencing standby tickets. And then they didn't want to check us in. They were like, you have to wait for the crew to come in. When does the crew come in? An hour before the flight. What time was that? At 10 p.m. We arrived at what time? At 4 or 6? 5 p.m.
5.
So we were sitting there chilling, sharp.
Mind you, we're at the check-in counter.
So we haven't gone through security.
Yeah, we haven't gone through security. We can't go to the lounge yet, so we're just waiting for the crew to come through so that they can then say, hey guys, we do have seats available. Come through. So we waited until
we waited, Shem, and it was past Khosi's bedtime. Khosi doesn't want to sleep.
11.
He's running around. I'm trying to make him sleep.
It's not gonna work. He knows Rego Airport. Like,
listen,
the excitement was there for him.
My thing about traveling is that I always travel. I prefer to travel in the evenings at night with Khosi, but that means that we are in the aircraft by 7 p.m.
Yes.
The reason being is that 7 p.m. is his bedtime. So he does sleep at night. He does, because for takeoff, he takes the boob and then he sleeps. So that's fine. But this time, our flight was only at 11. So therefore, his pattern was disturbed. He was like, why are we not in the aircraft already? What do you mean? So he struggled to sleep. So that was problem number one. Problem number two is that now we waited until literally they closed. They closed, guys. They closed the gate.
Yeah, sad story. We never got any seats. Therefore, we had to
go home
and come back the next day. And
we tried to get into airway,
what was it?
Kenyan Airways. We couldn't get into Kenyan Airways. There was issues.
Yeah, that's good.
Again, this is now getting midnight. That didn't work. So we went home. Went home, fam. So these things happen. Went home, fine. We slept. We woke up, and then now, mind you, I have to call now my travel agency to now try and tell the people the other side that listen, we're getting on a flight tonight. There's another flight, but now you have to tell, now you have to get your transfers to come the next day. Now you have to
and the check-in for the
check-in
hotel.
for the hotel,
Gotta
and
tell
let
them we're
them
not
know
coming
they're
in
not
today,
coming
coming
in.
tomorrow.
So a mess.
Big
So
mess.
literally,
Money
and then,
wasted.
so what happened was, Horsey was dressed and everything, and I had coffee there, but it was cold already. And while I was on the call, and he took the coffee, and he just did this.
Yeah.
And
The coffee. Oh yeah, you did mention it was not hot.
It was not hot.
Coffee was like
it was cold already.
Cold. It was literally iced coffee.
So he took the coffee because I thought it was finished. He took the coffee and then
spilled it on
himself. Literally, I went into anxiety attack.
Yeah,
like literally, like shock. And then I literally was like shaking. Dise took over Horsey, and I was crying. I was just crying because of everything was just not working out. I was just like distraught. Like I think that was my breaking point, because I was just like, yo.
I think you thought like, you know what, screw this trip, it's done. It's
yeah,
over.
but
fine.
thank God. Anyway,
but thank God.
After that cry, I was fine. We shot a bit of content. I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah, to say we're all.
And we're all finally. And then we went to the airport and we got through security. We were so happy to go through security. And then we went onto the flight and we're like, thank you, Jesus. Oh, but this time we flew with Virgin Atlantic. Yeah. So that was
time,
Virgin Atlantic. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, Richard Branson, you could do better. It's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, which brings us pretty much to the end of the video. But, fam, we did the most for you. A whole vlog of our trip to London and Mauritius. So that's what's coming up next for you guys. So please do stay tuned and travel with us. I hope you will enjoy London, because we loved it. We enjoyed it. We went to places that were just like...
I have to say this. Little me who did not want to go to London. When I got there...
By the way, here's Miss London. Why are we in London?
When I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this place. It's amazing. It's expensive, but it's amazing. I love it.
Exactly.
No, seriously, it was amazing. I think... I like the fact that I didn't have expectations, but when I got there, it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. We still got days. Let's go back.
Yeah, we still have our visa is like 100. You get 180 days on your British visa, so that's great.
Well, we don't know if everybody gets that.
Well, we actually don't know. Well, we did. Well, we might just go back.
So anybody that wants to take us to London,
give us a reason to go back, fam. But yeah, look out for that vlog that's coming up next week, and then we'll also give you Mauritius, which was nostalgic because, guys, remember it was our honeymoon destination.
It was our honeymoon destination.
You know, we went to the two of us, and then this time we went back and just 3 of us with little horses.
Loved it. It was great because London was very touristy.
On your feet, walking around, tired.
Activity. The tube. And then when you got to Mauritius, we literally relaxed. We were literally, I think the majority of Mauritius was just chilled vibes.
It was what it was meant to be, just a relaxed holiday. De-stress.
But yeah, fam, so that's what's been happening in our lives. Literally a quick sum up of it all. And we're trying to get back. I'm finally signed out now, so I'm good. But studying never stops. And then, now it's just juggling being a mom, a wife, a career woman. It's insane. A content creator. It's insane, fam. It's a lot. So therefore, what I'm trying to get at is that we'll do our best with regards to content. But thank you for staying with us and for being part of the fam bam.
Yeah, and leaves us with this final statement. Until the next video.
Vlog. Bye, fam.
Bye, fam. I'm supposed to close it. Yeah.